Hey everyone, it's me, Yu-Gi-Oh! I just want to say that this video is supposed to be like a 100 sub special, which around the time in essentially when I uploaded the video about Bill Cypher, a message decoded. I wanted to make this video like not too long after it's been made out because with that video I got a lot of subscribers, a lot of new viewers, which I'm thankful for, which is why this video exists. But it took me some time, mainly because I kind of wanted to wait essentially the rest of the season when this episode came out would play out and see if there's something for me else to talk about. And I urge you guys to be watching. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, so yeah, it's really late for me to pull this video out, but I still wanted to essentially make this video to say how thankful I am for 100 subscribers and also for almost reaching 300 subscribers. This is special for 100. I am going to be making special for 200 I'm going to be making a special for 200 subscribers, and when we eventually get to 300 subscribers, I'll be making a special for that. And a special for 200 subscribers is a video that got me into that many, and that's essentially a True Hero Part 2 with characters you guys want. You can list down some list of the characters that you want in the comments down below. I'm also going to be collecting these characters, and I'm going to put them up against the poll, not against the poll, but I'm going to make it a poll, and you guys get to decide who gets to be in 200 special video. I'm going to say there can only be 5 characters in one video maximum, so that's why I'm making a poll. But anyway, enjoy the video. How do I even start this video? Hello everyone, my name is Yuki Clip, and welcome to Bill Cypher vs Discord review. A review to a death battle, which I should have done like almost a fucking year ago, but for some reason didn't. So welcome everyone to this extremely late review of a death battle episode, which I was planning to do. I even like made a few like as much as easy presentation. I was trying to foreshadow that this might be happening for also my other videos and even for the community posts, which no one seems to cut on. But at the same time, I released this video kind of like so like that. Essentially, I don't blame people for essentially trying to cut on essentially after when I post some sneaks, but then didn't do anything with them. But here I am finally decided to make this video at long last. So without further ado, let's talk about the episode that came out almost a year ago, but right now I'm actually finally decided to review it. So before I actually do talk about the episode, I want to talk about the battle reviews essentially, because we got like reviews of the characters before the episode actually dropped, and they were actually kind of interesting, as the battle review itself seems like it was kind of like distorted, warping around. And it kind of gave me like the impression that the entire video was going to be really like that. At one time, essentially, they're gonna mention, for example, a location like what was the location where it was from? No, weird Milligan. That's what he calls. I'm just gonna call it Campo now. Well, at first they're gonna talk about essentially the camp and the kind of the origins. They kind of move on. For example, they started to move essentially to Bill's plans, then turn back to essentially Bill's origin. Somewhere essentially where it's still kind of like, you know, we can actually tell essentially who the character is, but at the same time just have an episode a bit distorted, you know, to show that these characters are already fucking up with the episode or something. That didn't quite happen in the episode, but I mean, I'm not gonna say essentially say, oh, because that didn't happen, the review was horrible or anything. Hold up, I guess I looked into the preview and just thought way too much of it, essentially kind of overanalyzed how the episode was going to be, but that didn't essentially ruin the episode from just 25. It's just a small thing I want to say essentially what I thought was going to happen in the episode. So a little small before the episode out of the way, now let's move to the episode analysis. Wait, hold on. Why the fuck did I put episode analysis? It should be character analysis. But moving on to the character analysis. I honestly kind of like actually the analysis of these characters, but at the same time I don't really like going to death battle, you know, for the analysis. But this analysis was actually pretty decent. Like, I was probably saying, you know, Jason vs. Bankermines is probably my favorite analysis they have done so far. But this one was also pretty decent. I like how essentially sometimes the text would be so distorted, and for example one time I actually showed essentially kind of like just the letters of the names of the names of the members of this community, and that was kind of like wholesome, but they actually did that. 2 4 breaks which we got actually, they were also kind of good. I guess if I do think about it, in a way we still got essentially those two characters fucking with the episode in a way, just not in the way which I was hoping for, which that was actually my origins, just something that I thought of by now as I was recording the vocals for this, not vocals but audio for this. But that's something essentially I had to talk about the character analysis. Not to say that there's not much for me to talk about, but it's just I don't really know these characters outside of, you know, the versus debates. All I'm trying to say, essentially, going into this video, I had like no real expectations for them to pull something to do, or for example do something like that, just mind-blowing for me. I just went in there completely blind, not knowing what they could for this character. I mean, obviously these two characters can bend fucking realities as they win, but I didn't know what to expect when coming to this battle, and as their previous track records on reality warpers, well, let's just say that there were definitely room for improvements if we talk about those fights. Well, speaking of those kind of battles, I kind of thought that this goal versus Bill Cypher's goal was going to be the same one as from the sneak peek we got. First of all, I just want to say that the setup, like the banter, how they spoke was fantastic. Something which I believe they will actually integrate in the show, even though I haven't seen the proper shows or when they were in those shows. From there, essentially, if something is that into combat, I kind of thought that they're just gonna be, you know, funny banter, throw some stuff at each other, funny banter, throw some stuff at each other, funny banter, throw some at each other. Something like Darkseid versus Thanos, just with more banter. But the second the preview ended, or you know, the second essentially, you know, the part of the fight for the preview ended, oh boy, did it went fucking bonkers. First of all, Bill just fucking warping reality out of his own way, just like warping the fucking gravity, basically turning everyone into his fucking ragdolls. Hold on a second, I gotta sneeze again. And then this one in return just turns Bill into a fucking Dorito. No, that's the meme of the century. I think just chomps on him before essentially having his head blown up by Bill, and then him somehow surviving that. Now, I don't want to make this sound essentially like it's a critic or like, oh my god, how did you stop that? Because it was already fucking established that, you know, these guys fucking bend reality. So I'm glad that there was this kind of scene where, once that doesn't make sense, happens here because I said these guys can perceive the reality to the perception and just make stuff that doesn't make sense in their eyes. And I'm glad that essentially we do have something like that. And then they're thrown into this kind of ball that changes the art styles, and I do must say that I don't know what's the actual name of these, so I'm just gonna call them the Magic Wobbles. They turn into like the kind of 3D, the same one which Macho Man and Kool-Aid Man were in, which, fun fact, was a fun Easter egg in there, so if you did call on that to that, then good job to you. Then they are moved into this kind of like 80s style for the cartoons, I think. I'm not really sure, but we do have essentially a glance of Bendy at the Cubhead, which, to be fair, I was kind of chuffed about it, literally what I did got that on, before essentially I went to the comments down below and everyone called, and that made me a bit more or less special, but I felt special for a split second, like, noticed this, so there's anything to go by. And then they're transformed into, when I say they're kind of in a real world where they're basically puppets, I do kind of like this thing because essentially it shows that less is sometimes more, and I kind of like how, you know, reality perception this fight can take. So I'm glad that we have this scene before essentially being returned to the art style that we are used to with this fight, and they're doing more mumbo jumbo, which yet again shows just how much powerful they are. It's just, you know, manipulating reality to the win. As for essentially you believe that, you know, they literally want the giant hand to grab each other, but nope, it turns out that literally the giant stuff that play with the small each other themselves and bashing each other's heads with it, which I wish that we had like more reality warpers fights like that, where essentially they do something, we kind of understand what they're doing, but nope, it's something completely else. And I just don't like essentially there's just so many like fun reality stuff that they do in this fight. I just hope that reality fights from now on are essentially going to be having a similar formula where they literally gonna, you know, play the reality of the way, man. And that really kind of gets my hopes for more reality warpers. And the ending for this fight is just something else. I absolutely do adore the ending, and I don't believe that's enough word for me to say essentially just how much good the ending is. Like, actually, I just felt like all of this episode, I don't know what to say that hasn't been said before. The only few things which I kind of want to mention is kind of the stuff which I kind of saw and I thought that might happen, but the ending pretty much just shows what kind of character Discord is, what kind of character Bill is, where Discord is literally willing to be able to sacrifice and save those who actually loves, and Bill, he's just essentially someone who, he only cares about everyone, he doesn't really care about, you know, other people, he only cares about himself. I like how actually the ending kind of portrays that. I don't know how to say that I like this match very much, and I like the entire, like, literally the entire fight without me sounding like everyone else who essentially already made a commentary about this fight. Like, you guys do have right eyes, like you can actually see why essentially many people like this episode. I don't know what else I can add to this that makes it different, but at the same time, you know, just shows how much I love the fight, you know, without sounding like everyone else. And I do want to say like the post analysis was also pretty good. I want to say like the best one because they literally like, I feel like they went over like good amount of stuff, and I would say even like they went over that in the way that it makes sense why would Bill win. And also explain as to why Discord could have a chance of winning, but at the same time he couldn't because of Bill's own hacks and so on. So overall, I'd have to say that this episode is definitely, I think, is worthy of having a 10 out of 10. Like, this really not much for me to say I don't like this episode, maybe except for, you know, the previews that we got previously that painted the episode to be a kind of different thing, but I can't even like take a pun away from it. Like, it's still magnificent, I still like it. It's just I personally thought that they would take the analysis way different, but I can't really take points from that essentially, just because I thought the episode was going to be something else, which automatically didn't even change essentially how I like the episode. Oh, and also the music for this episode with a banger. So that's the end of the video. I'm sorry if this review was kind of all over the place. This is my first like proper review which I've done on anything, so I hope to essentially whenever I do review more stuff in the future I'm gonna get better at it. And also want to mention about actually the video which I'm making for, so I'm just which I said at the beginning of the video. Leave your like preferred heroes that you want me to make a video about, like essentially something similar to what I did with pure heroes. But I would also say like if you're gonna like drop a hero down, I would maybe ask you like to drop a few heroes which are kind of similar to each other. Like whenever I did the pure hero, I did like Benson, Superman, Spider-Man, and so on, because literally I believe those are essentially like superheroes, so basically just good at heart. So if you're gonna drop in heroes, maybe like give heroes essentially so like similar like pure at heart, or maybe essentially if with a dark backstory. So essentially, so whenever I don't make this video, it's kind of easy for me to compile these, essentially it's kind of create a theme around them. I just want to say that essentially by the end of the year, it's kind of like all over the place, as I didn't really have anything written for the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you for watching this and thank you for giving me 100 subscribers, now 200, but as I said, 200 special that will be coming out relatively soon. The second stage I managed to, you know, help my list of heroes which I want to put in that video. So keep giving me the list and I'll see what I can compile. There will be some polls about it, so keep your eyes on the polls. And yeah, that's about it. As I said, I didn't really have planned for anything for the end of the video. So I hope to see you in the next video on whatever the hell I do. I really have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to make like some small videos, or maybe even, I actually have no idea. It's still like some bunch of I want to do on this channel, so I'll probably be, you know, doing them. But I'm going to be heading out now, and I'm going to be resting because this video took quite a long time for me to make. See you guys next time. Bye!